And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Factorio in our Extreme Production series. And I tweaked this area here on both of these setups. Created a little system here to double up the amount that we're putting in, because when these were running, this just the initial running, it was essentially not full on one side, and I need both sides to be full. And the only way to do that is to add it into each side twice. So essentially using the full belt, because we have a full belt supply, so might as well use it. Okay, I think we are ready to kickstart this here. We are going to go in here and do that automatic, and then we are going to set up plastics. This is already set up, so let's get working on that. So we have the copper train is going to head down. There it is. It may not look like it's moving very fast, but that thing is cruising. Okay, copper is going down. Plastics is coming up. Where is the plastic train? I am curious. Okay. Is it up here already? There it is. Okay, plastic train, go. And we have a full compressed belt coming in. Oh, I love seeing this just wave of resources crash up against me here. So the first set is ready to go. As you can see, the setups will fill each side. So that is really the important part, is keeping those full. Because once they're going, we want to make sure that they're full. Okay, next is copper. As you can see, plastic just ran out as it finished here. So plastic is heading back down to reload. And how is copper doing? Copper looks like it is full. Beautiful. And the next stop is hard to see because it's moving too fast. Okay, so I'm guessing this is going to be the iron for sulfuric acid. And looks like, yeah, this is going again. And let's see, I think each one of these holds 16,000. So we have almost fully upgraded stack inserters running on that. Just here comes the copper train, so let's see what we can see here. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. Full belt of copper, because we're unloading it fast enough to really make sure. I mean, there's a surplus coming in, so not too concerned with that. And here comes the copper, almost in the line. And this is maximum production. All right. So, reds not quite full. I think I will be able to connect these two together. Or I could introduce some productivity modules. Those are the two options. Okay, looks like the plastic train came and went again. And we have actually a little bit of extra plastic, so that's good once we get this started. So with this setup, we've got 10 of these. No, yeah, we have 20 total. And if we really wanted to, we could combine each one of these into one. I think that will work. Well, we also want to leave space in case we want to expand this. Okay, so the tricky part now will be getting reds out of this system, and it's going to require a metric ton of underground belt. Okay, so I want to make sure that we have enough to cover all of these. And, you know, speaking of underground belt, I like to see the stuff routing on the belts, even though it's killing the updates. Okay, so I need 2 there. So these two are there. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I think that covers those. So the next 2 covers all of those. Yeah, this is a glorious waste of underground belt, but I don't care. Okay, so those 2 are for this one. So these 2 here are for the next one. So these 2 for this one. So the next 2 going up like that. Okay, so those 2 and then these 2 here. I want to see the redness. I want to see the redness coming down. Oh, I did it again. And we'll probably hit the limit on the amount of underground belt we've actually got in stock, because this is a lot of underground belt. Okay. So I think we're on track here. 2 setups here, and then 1 setup up here. Okay, so let's connect these up. And of course we can't really connect those, and now we're really pushing our luck here. Where is my other belt? It's down here. How many do we have? Okay, so that we can work with. This will save me a little bit of time. Lots and lots of belt. Holy cow. This is gonna look pretty epic when it's finally done. Look at all the belt inside of here. Okay, so we want all the way across. And where's my... like that. And let's get this one. Okay, so far so good. Now it's just a matter of filling in the little bits here and there. So I want to and then from here it should be pretty easy. Oh, I think I have an opportunity to use this thing again. Good. All right. Okay, so here. Pushing it all the way down. So much red belt, or so much, so many red circuits. Once this is really going, I'm going to be curious to see what my throughput is on this. Now we're getting a little bit tighter. Okay, so This goes down, that goes up, that goes down. Okay. Just a little bit up here, ready to go. A little bit of belt, and that'll fill in all of those. So that is a substantial amount of red circuits. And yes, we need some for blues, but the majority of those are going to go into purples, because purples, you know, blues are the 20 greens and 2 reds, while purples are 20 reds and 2 blues. So it's just ramps up. There we go. Now we've got some serious reds coming in. And yeah, I can come up here and sort of play with the modules that we've got, because obviously we're not filling up the full belt worth of reds. So now we need to set our sights on blues and purples, and both of those take sulfuric acid. So if we want a healthy amount of blues, one of the things I want to do is I want to set up a warehouse for reds as a spot to push all of these productions into. So we have 6 on the top, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We're just shy of having all of them go in. So obviously we could shrink this down. So we have 10 coming out. I'm going to combine them and reduce them. So we essentially have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we need some sort of connection here. I think right in here somewhere. All right, so obviously this one and this one, be those two. This one, oh no, this one. Okay, so now we want this one, and this one, this one, and this one. So we want one here. We want one here. Okay. So these two are just direct connect. There we go. How about that? Beautiful. That actually looks kind of cool. And once these square away here and drain out, I don't know why they're hurting so bad. Yeah, I'm not sure why these four are loading fine. I wonder if we're pushing the limits. Okay, now they're starting to drain out. As you can see, they're not actually loading as fast as humanly possible. But I think that's a difference with the fact that it's kind of mesmerizing. Look at that. It's like the Matrix. Beautiful. So what is our production of reds? Well, let's take a look. Production of red circuits, 24,000. per minute. 48,000. You know, obviously it's twice that, because that's what we need. We need twice the greens. So yeah, 24,000 reds per minute, which is wonderful. I'm thoroughly enjoying that. Maximizing the throughput on this. And we're not really pushing too hard here. We could... I'm thinking about adding just like one productivity module on these. I could double up on my inserters, because that seems to want to load in more greens than anything. So I could make this even more efficient. I'm not sure if I can actually change the modules with bots. Let's try something really quick. Let's see. Maybe 2. So a little bit of extra oomph there. So now that I've got that in there, let's see if this is... There we go. Want to make sure that's getting plenty. Oh, that's quite the design there. Oh, what ran out? Plastic ran out. Here comes some more. I might need to set up another plastic train. I'm not sure if we have the potent processing power for that. Yeah, see, these are still getting filled up. So once that plastic train has departed, I'm going to set up another one. Yeah, as you can see, we are in need of another one. So I want one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. And I'm thinking the plastic train doesn't need to be double-sided, right? So I'm going to copy that and paste here. And we're going to dump some fuel, because he should have automatically filled up. And then set this to go, because we are limited by our plastic. And look at copper. Oh, copper is beautiful. Pretty impressive amount of red circuits already. This is almost full. All right, so moving on. How are we doing on plastic? Okay, this is already... Yeah, we have a lot more potential for moving plastic. These have tons of plastic in them that they're not able to unload fast enough. So we need to rethink this setup here and amplify how much is being moved in. I could even load these on both sides, now that I think about it. Because, yeah, that's going to be our limiting factor right now. So let's see. Blues are going to require a metric ton of greens. So I want one belt of greens going into one assembler for blues. And we're gonna module this up. Okay, so blues are going to also require reds. So let's set this up sort of like right in here. Okay, so we're also going to need reds to come in here. And we can have 10 setups. We have 10 belts of greens left. So we need, well, there's not as much reds being used here. So let's finalize this first. So I'm going to just load in greens, just straight in to blues. And as you can see, these need sulfuric acid. Okay. So how am I going to do sulfuric acid, I wonder? Well, if we have a train coming up here with sulfuric acid, I think we're going to have to load them in sideways like this. Maybe. Because sulfuric acid will come in. I don't want to maximize our distance here. Because there'll be a whole lot of pipe work to do over here. I just want to make sure we are covering our bases. So reds, not as many reds are going to be needed. Obviously, it's a 20 to 2. It's basically 10 to 1. And these are going to be massive productivity, and then we're going to include 2 beacons with raw speed in them. So these things are going to just it's going to be crazy. It really is going to be nuts. How much processing these are going to have to do. So we have basically 5 setups with this. And I think we'll be able to pull 5 belts worth of reds out here. Oh, look at that. It's just filled up. Wonderful. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Okay. So we are bound up somewhere. Okay, so more plastic is being delivered. Good times. How's our plastic supply doing? Yeah, we're going to probably have to go down here. Yeah, see there's only 64,000. That means we're not able to keep up. Yeah, we're gonna need to rethink how fast we're pulling these off. So I'm gonna need probably, yeah, I'm probably gonna need loaders coming off of each one of these. So we will handle that in a second. Probably next episode. I just want to make sure. Oh, look at that! The next train came in, ready to go. And look at the reds, just crazy. It's crazy. All right. So once this whole system is going, it's going to be pretty impressive. All right. I also want to make sure that there's power here. Now, these are going to produce pretty fast. So in an effort to save space, I'm going to use loaders to offload this stuff. And as far as how much we're going to produce, I am actually not sure how much we're going to make out of here. So one thing I could do is use a warehouse and basically load in the whole thing into a warehouse on each setup. That would be pretty crazy. But I'm going for extreme here. That's what I'm going for. So now we're loading all the blues into a warehouse. A massive, massive warehouse system. Okay, so there is the basic setup right there. And we need to route the reds. There's going to be 1 belt of reds for each setup like this. So I want to bring in stack inserters. And this looks like it's ready to go. I just need, obviously, to make sure that everything is happy. Okay, so it's time to blueprint this. You know what? Before I do that, I want to set up Oh, I don't want to connect them just yet. I just want to make sure that they're in the same line, like that. So that should line up right with the edge of that. So let's blueprint this. I think that's good. We can route the blues later. Okay, let's do it. So here's another one. Another one. Oh, it's going to be pretty epic. Okay, so that is blues. And, you know, I'm not really sure how many reds they're going to pull. So I may want to use... So there's like one belt of reds. Because I need a ton of reds for my other setup. So we're gonna connect all the reds together. And we're gonna see if we have to supplement it with one more belt, then I can do that. But I want to try to keep as many of those available slots that we're loading in over here free for purples. All right. So far so good. So let's hook green up. And now they are being loaded. 236. Well, they're gonna load a few more once those. Yeah, they're gonna load a few more once those beacons click on. So I think it is time to power them up. No, maybe not. Thought for sure they would. Okay. So red should be flowing as soon as that belt is finished, and we should get some more. Not sure where all my modules are here. So we have 5 setups that need sulfuric acid. And it needs quite a bit of sulfuric acid. So we are pretty close to the rails here. We can pull a little bitty rail magic here, I think. I'm going to go back in here, and we're going to pull up right in here. And let's dial it back this way. Okay, that's too far. Let's here and here. Okay, so this is going to be for blues and purples. So there's going to be a lot of sulfuric acid that we're going to need to process and deliver in order to make enough for both blues and purples. Okay, so we're going to go this way. Okay, that takes care of those. I just need to wait for the rail to finish here. Just waiting on that to build. So we will get this system ready to go on next episode. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.